Are you wondering whether to stream multiple times or perform all calculations in one go? It's a common dilemma among developers. Today, we're diving into this question and exploring the best approach for your code. I totally get it. You want your code to be both efficient and readable. Many developers face the same challenge when deciding between using streams or traditional loops. You're not alone in this. Let's look at the specific question at hand. One user asked if it's better performance-wise to use a for loop instead of streaming the same list multiple times to get different values. They mentioned that while streams are more readable, they are concerned about performance. So what's the issue here? Streaming the same list multiple times can lead to performance hits, especially with larger datasets. However, readability is also crucial in coding. Let's break down the pros and cons. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of when to use streams versus loops, and I'll share a tip that can help you balance performance and readability. To improve performance while maintaining readability, the user can combine the three calculations into a single loop. This way, they will only iterate through the list once. The user can start by initializing variables for each of the values they want to calculate. This includes the most recent message sent date, the count of unprocessed messages, and whether there is an attachment. Next, the user should loop through the message info list. Inside the loop, they can update each variable based on the current message being processed. Finally, after the loop, the user will have all the required values calculated in a single pass. This approach enhances performance while keeping the code readable. Fun fact, did you know that the first programming languages were created in the 1950s? They were much less efficient than what we have today, yet they laid the groundwork for modern coding practices. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user points out that you don't actually iterate through the collection 3 times. The first stream checks for the first element and only goes through the collection if necessary. The second stream counts unprocessed messages, which does require a full iteration. The third stream checks for attachments and stops as soon as it finds one. So in the worst case, you might iterate through the collection twice. They suggest that while a traditional for each loop could combine the last 2 streams for efficiency, readability is also important, especially for smaller collections. Here's a pro tip: always prioritize readability, but don't shy away from optimizing your code when necessary. A balance between the two can lead to better performance without sacrificing clarity. And there you have it. By using a single loop instead of multiple streams, you can enhance performance while keeping your code clean. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more coding tips and tricks.